Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Galactic Civilizations 2 as the Iconian peoples. So, we haven't yet passed a turn. We've decided what technology we want. We've set our tax rate. We're going to drop military production down to 0 for the moment because we're not going to be building any ships. And we'll do 50-50 between social and research. So, there's no trade happening yet. You have to actually meet other people and research trade technology. We're not doing any espionage either. And we don't have any leases on ships. We haven't bought anything on pay-as-you-go type thing. So, alright. I want my ships to launch in this direction. That's what that little indicator there means. And is there anything else we really need to worry about quite yet? Don't believe so. So we have got 20 production. Basically, the way that this math works, if you go to the summary, you can see the total planetary improvements. So this planet costs 1 billion credits per turn to support due to buildings. It provides 16 metric tons of food, which gives us a population cap of 16. This is our capital, so it has a significant influence bonus, which increases the radius that we have an impact on. We have a morale bonus that also comes from our capital. We have 34 industry. Now, industry is spent on all three different types of production: military, social, and research. So when you look at it and it says we have 34 MP, 20 plus 14 is 34, we can control exactly where this goes. If I really wanted to, I could go back to our governing screen, and I could say spend all the things on social. Every bit of production is going to go towards social. We click on the planet, we'll see 40 production here. 40 is significantly larger than 34. Why is that? Well, it's because, if you remember correctly, when we created our race, we decided what we wanted, we chose some things that modified social production. Overall, we have a social production modifier across our entire race of plus 20%. So if you take 34, 20% of that's roughly 6, rounded down. 34 plus 6 is 40. We don't have any research bonuses, so that's why skewing it all towards social production is pretty good. Now, we do want some research, though. We don't want to just dump it all into social. I was just trying to illustrate the point. But by doing that, we can actually knock out these things very, very quickly. We're going to pay 35 billion credits per turn in spending because of the 34. Okay, so maintenance is the amount that is just a flat cost due to your buildings. Then we're spending 34 billion credits on the 34 social, which then gets multiplied by 20%. 34 plus 1 equals the total spending of 35. And then 13 billion credits in tax is the tax rate on the 8 billion people that we are currently have in our planet. We want more people for more taxes, which is why I've lowered the tax rate so we can get some more approval. Approval will increase the growth rate. And then more people will give us more taxes, essentially. Plus, we have a little bit of a war chest that we can allow ourselves to hold on to. You know, it wouldn't be a hugely terrible idea to just spit out a few things of production here for a couple turns, but I'm going to go back to the government thing, and we're going to go back to about a 50-50 spread. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll do 25-75. Because I want more technology, but I want to get this research matrix out before we're really worrying too much about it. Alright, so we're just going to go to the next turn. Okay, we've finished the collective. That's the one that we speed built by buying it. And Iconia is now working. It's got one more week to go in that research matrix. All of these ships are now on autopilot. Let's go ahead and colonize. Here comes a little video. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, fantastic. We have a 300% bonus to manufacturing here, and then a 100% approval bonus here. So when it says 100% approval, it's talking about, you know, like if we built something like the maintenance grid that has a morale bonus of 20, it's going to give it an extra 20. Approval and morale, basically the same thing. So this would be another fantastic location to speed build or to purchase a collective. Just buy that right now. And now if we go to the summary, we can see that we are getting a huge amount of production here. Instead of just getting 5, we're getting an extra 15 for free, which is awesome. So for just 1 credit, we're getting 20 available production. Now keep in mind, just because you have the production ability doesn't necessarily mean you're getting it for free. To utilize that 20 MP worth of production, you still have to pay 20 credits to do it. But actually having the ability to do it's pretty good. And so that's fine. Next up, I think we will get the maintenance grid on the approval building, and then we'll knock out a research matrix. Now this planet has very, very few people, so it's going to have very high morale no matter what. We've got 9% from buildings on planet, 19% from native ability, 10% from high planet quality, since it's a big planet. People don't like it when you settle little dust clouds, terrible planets. What's more important, the maintenance grid or the research matrix? Probably the matrix. Since we're already at 100% approval, we don't really need the maintenance grid yet. I just wanted to queue it up so I wouldn't forget. We'll throw in a research stock, just one. Okay, and now our flagship, we're going to go ahead and automate and have it just go explore asteroids and anomalies and meteorites and things, and it'll get random bonuses to our civilization. This right here is an economic resource. Black is back this season, and everyone can't wait to spend this resource to improve your economy. Use a constructor to build a starbase and gain an additional 5% economy boost. Upgrade the starbase with additional constructor for more benefits. Now, building a starbase there will also expand, potentially, our influence range, which will in turn expand our supply range, how far our ships can travel from our influence. But, yeah, I don't know if we really need to build it yet. We could. We start off with 1-star port, so we can queue up a ship. Now, if you've never played this game before, you're going to be amazed at how amazing and awesome the ship designer is. So, we can build a constructor. It's like -1 weeks because we have no production going toward it. That's why it's saying -1. Basic constructor. I think we'll design our own. Go to core. We're going to, actually we don't want to be in this screen. We want to go to the ship designer. Templates. Ship. Use. And then we're going to build our own because I just want something that doesn't have any extraneous components. Now, I'll probably build some ships off camera just so that I don't spend a huge amount of time on it. But for now, let's grab a module. And we want the constructor module. We'll just attach that thing there. And that's going to be what allows them to construct star bases. So right now, this ship only has 1 health. Costs 125 billion credits worth of production to build. Takes 9 billion credits per turn in maintenance, which is pretty significant. You don't really want your constructors to just be hanging around. You want to use them right away. It can only travel 1 parsec per turn, and it can barely go outside of our influence range, but that's okay because this thing is just designed to go directly to that economic resource. So we'll call this, we'll save it and we'll name it the short range constructor. And we actually don't have enough space. We'll just abbreviate. Anytime I want to do a short range thing, we'll call it the SR. SR constructor. That's not the default. Alright. I am tempted to knock that thing out right away. Just getting one little basic thing on there would be nice. So now, we've got the constructor, and then we should have the SR constructor. So if you compare the two ships, this ship costs 159, this one costs 125. It's significantly less expensive. Of course, the other ship can travel a little bit further, but we don't want to pay extra for something that's only going to go from here to here. Also change the ship launch direction again and just have it go right to it. So we've got it set to build this constructor. It's not going to actually finish it ever because we have to actually allocate a little bit of spending towards military. 32 weeks is a lot. I would like to get that ship out. Did we end up finishing the research matrix? Not yet. I'm gonna Go down on social spending, get that military spending up a bit, and then just confirm that it's still going to knock out the research matrix in one turn. Nope, I did it too much. It's going to take 2 turns now. There we go. So one more turn to finish that. Approval's at 99% on the capital, so we're going to lower taxes slightly again, just to make sure we keep getting that population boost. Our race is not very good at growing people, so I hate to lose population whenever we can every turn. Okay, we bought a collective on Dexter 4, and the research matrix just got completed on Iconia. Iconia, I mean, you can pronounce it however you want. It's all fine. We are losing 35 billion credits per turn. Lower taxes one more time. And that constructor's still going to take 12 weeks to build. We could buy it, but I'd really rather not. So there are only 2 habitable planets, so we don't need to worry about finding anything else here. But we have more. If you look right down there, we've got another planet system here. 2 more that are over here. And then another that's over here. So hopefully this guy's going to explore a bit. Find him for us. This guy just found 1 credit worth of something in that random anomaly. And here he's found a morale bonus of 2%. Now this is that's a really good find. That is a race-wide bonus to morale. So now every single planet, if you go in here, we've got 22% bonus morale. 20% of it was from when I paid my points at the beginning of the game to decide what our race bonuses would be. But that 2% is a permanent bonus to morale. So we want to explore as much as possible to try to pick up those bonuses. Okay, 500 credits for that anomaly is much better. As long as everyone's building something, I'm pretty happy. We've got this guy working on a maintenance grid, and Iconia is working on a maintenance grid. That maintenance grid is going to be really useful because we can raise taxes again once it's complete. Maintenance grid is here. It's a 20% bonus. Still at 100% approval, so we're looking good. The Thalian Empire has built an economic direction unit, a truly unique accomplishment. One might even go so far as to call it a galactic wonder. No further economic direction units may be built. And we finished our first technology. We've got gravitational manipulation, population growth, +5. So if we go back to our summary, we can see population growth right now is at +15% overall, from technology, race bonuses, etc. That's a nice little bonus, but it's not hugely significant. Iconia has its finished maintenance grid. So we're going to go ahead and raise taxes now. Raise it up pretty much as high as we can until the approval rating starts to slip. Still wanting to stay at 100. Now we're only losing 30 credits per turn. It's pretty common to run a deficit in the beginning of the game. I'd love to get another survey ship, but in order to do that, we need to get the relevant technology. The flagship starts with the survey module, but we don't actually have the ability to throw a survey module onto a new ship yet. We don't even have it researched yet. That's that ship. Components. Got 2 ion drives. Got a survey module, some advanced support, and basic support. Now, our little asteroid guy is working heavily here. He's got 1 more week to finish this first mine. 250 credits from exploring that. And yes, now he's finished this one here. So the way asteroids work, mining bases, is basically you can have up to 20 production per asteroid belt. And depending on the distance from the asteroid to a planet, it will have some fraction of that. We've only upgraded it to level 1 of 4. So currently it's providing a bonus of 3 industry to Dexter 4. If we want to, we can assign it to Iconia and then choose which planet we'd prefer the production to go to. Doesn't cost anything to change, it's just, where do we ship the resources? Probably would prefer the capital, really. Most of our production is happening there. This ship is still working on a maintenance grid, which it's kind of not even that necessary at this point, considering how happy they are. But some more collectives will be nice. throw in some collectives. And now what do we want to do? We just pass some turns, actually. Influence has gone up by 1%. The Thalon have built a temporal entertainment. Now that's pretty normal. The Thalon have these really, really powerful special buildings that they can build early on. And that's where they get most of their early game power. But we'll be okay. Finished our basic stock. We finished the maintenance grid. We're on a collective now. That's all fine. Okay, we've discovered a class 0 planet. The remains of an abandoned ship. Going straight for it. Good. Okay, Lacetus has 2 habitable planets. Class 14 and a class 6. Wow. Getting pretty lucky with these planet sizes. That's crazy. So we're going to finish the constructor, but then after that we definitely want to make a colony ship. In fact, I think we will buy a colony ship. Oh, that's interesting. The colony ship's not showing up. I think I accidentally obsoleted, in another playthrough, I obsoleted the base ship design. We'll just go to the templates, colony ship, default colony ship, and we'll build our own. Seems fine. We're going to need a colony module to allow us to actually colonize. Could rotate this thing a little bit, make it look nicer. I believe that's roughly where the normal one would be. We've used 20 of our 66 size that we can fit onto this ship. An engine. Well, at that distance, it probably would be able to get there a little bit quicker. Let's throw on a couple engines. I don't like how they're rotated that way, though. And then, do we need any support on this ship? Maybe one. Actually, that's got size 5. We can't fit it. Alright, well. No support for you. No oxygen or water. That's fine. We need to save first. Colony ship. Okay. You want to replace the colony ship design, we recommend not using the same name for upgraded designs. Yeah, I do actually. So we will buy now 1,000 credits of our 2250. And that's okay. And then we'll go right back to the short-range constructor after that. Actually, you know what? We probably should leave it on the colony ship. Since it's saying 0 weeks, it's going to spit the colony ship out next turn. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. In the next video, we're probably going to go colonize the Class 14 and keep on going from there. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.